Hey everybody, the Beers With Your Brokers guys are back. I'm John Perotti, this is Matt King. We're here to give you a market update and discuss some of the commercial opportunities as well as residential opportunities that you can find here in the beautiful city of Thornton, Colorado, and all the area along the I-25 corridor. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so we already spoke about detached units, attached units, in just the residential opportunities that you have. Now, as a resident of Thornton, you are going to have other opportunities, and Thornton's really looking at developing a lot of their North Washington Subarea. They have plans to work in all parts of the town, whether it's rejuvenating a commercial area that's kind of died down. You'd see that 120th and I-25.
Yeah.
That whole food market area that's in there. They did a really good job with that. And now a big focus is going to be in that North Washington sub-area. I mentioned it earlier, where it's basically 128th, 136th area, all the way north to Highway 7, and then across or east over towards Quebec and that Burlington Northern Rail line. And in that, you're going to have the outlets off of 136 near the Cabela's that's already established, and then you're going to go all the way up towards the Larkridge area off of Highway 7 on the northern end, and then little pockets here and there in between.
Yeah.
So,
and I'll interrupt you. It was really interesting when those outlets came in. Everything I ever heard was like, it was packed the first week. I mean, if you remember, the lines were around the corner, and the stores were very underwhelming. That has completely changed. They're bringing in some great stores. I do my Christmas shopping there because I got to go cheap on my family. Sorry. And so they've really blown up a little. I mean, with these nicer stores, the Cabela's that's there. And they're bringing the In-N-Out up there, which is huge for that area. That is going to bring all sorts of traffic. If you know anything about In-N-Out, wherever they are, even in California, you're waiting for a while, and especially here, that's going to drive a lot of traffic.
Yeah, it'll drive a ton of traffic. And then the other thing that they did really well with those outlets is that if you have a family and kids, make sure to plan for some extra time so that your kids can go and play in their little outdoor park area. They've got this giant slide that my kids love going down. It's nice and wide open, and it's a nice area to walk around at. With that whole outlet area, they are bringing in a couple other things too. So not only do you get the good food from In-N-Out and all the traffic from that, but they're also going to be bringing in View House is on the books. So you've got a little bit more nightlife opportunities for anybody that's looking for more to do other than Topgolf, which is awesome. And then you've also got some local favorites like Heaven Dragon going in over there, as well as Satire Brewing opened a second location up in the outlets area as well, which is fantastic. I always thought that was a great area for a brewery to go in, and they were the first ones there, so I hope they do really well.
Piggyback on what you're saying, Thornton is doing a great job of really appealing to corporate and families. What's really going to drive that afternoon traffic, evening traffic, the Topgolf, it's just busy 24 hours a day. Well, whenever it's open. View House in the tech center and in downtown is always just really popular. So they're doing a really good job. I mean, the Summit, it's a bowling alley, arcade. They're doing a really good job of attracting these high traffic businesses to the area.
Yeah, generating a lot of revenue, which is great for the city as a whole. Now, anybody that's familiar with Thornton and the Larkridge area, which is up off of Highway 7 and I-25, know that some of the businesses up there have kind of struggled a little bit.
Yeah.
It was kind of in its own island where you had one housing development, a lot of anchor stores, and then there was nothing else.
And a lot of hope.
Yeah.
It was just going to fill in around it.
Yeah. So that's starting to finally come to fruition. And in the Larkridge Center, you are seeing some businesses that went out, like Toys R Us, which is now, if I'm not mistaken, a Planet Fitness.
Bring back Toys R Us.
Yeah, it was great. But you've also got Pier 1 Imports that's actually being switched over to a cycle gear. So if you're a motorcycle enthusiast or anything of that nature, then you can go in there and you've got some place to shop where you don't have to go super far north or south to find your gear. But they are starting to redevelop a lot of that. Topgolf coming in has really helped that. Floor and Decor, Costco, once those were all developed, you're really starting to see a bit of a resurgence in that area of new eateries and larger businesses, as well as housing going in that area as well.
My favorite story is I was going back and forth from Arvada to the Floor and Decor. On my way back one afternoon, there was a new commercial building going in. I'm like, what is that? And they put up a sign that said, coming soon, Floor Decor. That was a great feeling. I love that. I want to thank you again for joining us on this week's Beer With Your Brokers. I'm Matt King. This is John Perotti. We're at Satire Brewing in Thornton. Want to thank them. Want to thank the town of Thornton. If you guys have any questions about the town, want to learn more about it, make sure to reach out to us. Also, if you're thinking of coming out to Satire, make sure to give either John or I an email or a text or call. Just say, hey, I'm going there, bringing so-and-so, so-and-so, and I will pay for your drink, or John will. We're going to do it for the first 10 people that do that. We can't buy them for everyone, but we would love to help you guys and help support this great local business.
Cheers.
So thank you, and we'll see you again next time.
Prost.